Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am very excited about my video today because I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite contouring products from the drugstore. These are all powder products. I don't actually own any cream contouring products yet. One thing actually that is not drugstore, but it is affordable, so I am going to include it in this video because it is a drugstore price. Also, I will be swatching these products on the back of my hand. Some of these swatch shots that you're going to see are from previous videos or videos that I haven't uploaded yet, but it is the same product, and yeah, in case I'm wearing something different in the swatch, it is the same product. I just didn't want to re-swatch again. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy this video. The first product I have is a single contouring powder. It's from the brand Nyx, and it's actually marketed as a blush. It is one of Nyx's HD blushes, and it's in the shade Taupe. This is an extremely cool toned contouring powder. It's the coolest tone that I have. It's more for something I would use when I'm a little bit more pale. I find when I'm tanned like this, like right now, if I use this on my cheekbones, underneath my cheekbones, it shows up more purple because it's such a gray powder that it can look very ashy on your cheeks. But with a light hand, it does give a really beautiful illusion of a shadow. Like the NYX HD powders are super finely milled. They are very smooth, very creamy. They kick up a little bit of powder, but not too much. And just overall a good product. They're easy to blend. I just think this is a really great contouring product from the drugstore, and it's very affordable. If you're looking for just a single pan, like a single contouring product, and it doesn't come in a palette or anything, then I would go for this. The next product I have is probably my most affordable contouring product from the drugstore. It is from the brand Wet n Wild, and it is their contouring palette. I have the shade Dulce de Leche. It comes with two different shades. I think the other shade is called Caramel Toffee, which I almost got instead, but I don't know, I just decided to go for this one. I love the undertone of the bronzer shade here. It's still cool tone, but it is a little bit warmer, and I find that it works really nice even with my skin being as tanned as I am right now. The highlight shade's also really nice. I always use it to set my under eye and then the center of my forehead and my chin. Plus it's very bright, so it brightens up the areas that you would normally highlight. Both of the powders are very smooth, very pigmented, and very finely milled. They blend very, very easily on your cheeks. Very, very creamy as well. Like they feel like butter when you rub your finger into it. The only thing about these is that they're super, super powdery. It gets everywhere when you dab your brush into here. Because the actual blendability and the pigmentation is so nice, I don't really mind that it's powdery. This is definitely one of the best dual contouring products at the drugstore. It's only like $4, $4.99 maybe at the drugstore, so it's super, super cheap, and it's really, really good. Okay, so the next contouring product that I have for you is actually a palette. This is the e.l.f. Contour Palette. This is the contour shade right here. It's a very nice cool tone shade. This palette also comes with a bronzing powder, which is too light for me right now. They have a nice sort of like a peachy banana-y kind of powder, and then you get a shimmery highlight right here. It's a very subtle highlight, but it's the kind of highlights that I do enjoy, and it gives a very pretty glow to your cheeks. All of their 4-pan palettes like this have been really great. I love the blush one and the illuminating one, and this is no different from those. It's the same texture. It's very smooth, very creamy, blends beautifully on your cheeks. I feel like e.l.f. is one of the best affordable brands at the drugstore because it's cheaper than most things. Like if this was a L'Oreal or Maybelline product, I feel like it would be $17, and you get it from e.l.f. for $8, so it's super affordable. I like this because it has everything you could possibly need to warm up, contour, and highlight your face. And it's perfect to travel with because of its size and the huge mirror here. It's pretty tiny. Out of all the palettes I'm going to show you today, I think this one is my favorite. I don't know, it's kind of tied as my favorite with another one I'll show you next, but it's still one of the best palettes at the drugstore for contouring, and I'd highly recommend you pick it up if you can find it at your drugstore. This next product here is the palette that I have tied right now for my favorite contouring products with the e.l.f. palette. And this is from the brand Makeup Revolution. This is a makeup brand that is based off the UK, but I recently saw a display in the London Drugs that we have here in Canada. This is Makeup Revolution's Ultra Contour Palette. You get 3 contouring products up here that are all matte, 2 matte highlighting shades. You get a shimmery shade here and a shimmery shade here. It's kind of like a bronzer top or just a highlight depending on your skin tone. And you get a super intense highlighter. Out of these contouring shades right here, all 3 of them have a slightly different undertone. The cool tone one is the one I use most often to contour my cheeks. I tend to mix it in with one of these 2 shades. This banana powder is one of my favorite things to set my under eyes with. I really like yellow toned powders. I feel like it works good on my skin tone. And then this one is a little bit more pinky, a little paler, and it also works really great to set your under eyes. I tend to mix these 2 together. I actually have this palette on my cheeks today. I think I mixed these 2 shades and then these 2 shades for my under eye. And I'm pretty sure I used this one as my highlight today. And as you can see, it is a super glowy but subtle highlight, no fine glitter, no chunkiness, really, really smooth and pretty. This one as well, pretty much the same as this one, but a little bit deeper. The only shade that I don't like is this one. I think it's a slightly different formulation. It's a little bit more scratchy. There's not really any glitter in it, but I feel like it's a little chunkier and less finely milled than the other pans in this palette. So this is the only pan that I don't like. All these products here are super smooth, creamy, super easy to blend, and just everything you would look for in a contouring product. And I highly recommend this one if you would like a big palette like this because it's really good. I have one more product to share with you and my camera is dying, so I'm going to make it quick. This is the product that I was talking about that is not from the drugstore, but it is affordable. It is from the Morphe Brushes website. It is their 06PW palette. I think it stands for Pro Warm contouring palette. I think the Pro PW is Pro Warm, and then it's 6 because it has 6 pans. You get a variety of different shades with this palette. The one I use the most is this one, but then I also tend to mix it in depending on how tanned or pale my skin is at the moment. The only 2 shades that I don't use on my face are this really deep one right here. I think it's just a little bit too deep for me. And this shade right here, kind of a weird camel shade. I'm not sure what skin tone could use this as a contouring product. I don't know. I do use it as an eyeshadow and it's a really, really pretty eyeshadow. It makes a beautiful like crease color or all over the lid camel shade. So yeah, those are the 2 that I don't use on my face. These 2 make really nice bronzers, and then this one works as a contour shade on me as well because it's a little bit more cool toned. I like mixing these 2 actually. They're smooth and creamy. They blend really nicely. The only thing about this is if you're not careful, I feel like it can make your cheeks look a little bit muddy. Like I find when I use it as a bronzer, my face just looks kind of dirty a little bit. I don't know how to describe it. It just looks a little dirty on my face, sometimes a little bit muddy. That being said, even though it can get a little muddy on your cheeks, I think it blends really nicely. Given the price point, this is a really good contouring product. That's why I'm including it in this drugstore contouring product video. So that was all of my favorite contouring products from the drugstore. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you found it helpful, and that if you were looking for a good contouring powder from the drugstore, that this helps you out in making your decision. Please subscribe if you would like to see more videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!